Have you been thinking about visiting or living here in Marietta Square?
Today we're going to talk about the top 5 pros and cons here in Marietta Square.
Stay tuned.
Hello everybody, this is Gamalier, broker realtor with Sturgis Realty Group.
And I'm Alan Rios. I'm the realtor with Sturgis Realty Group here in Metro Atlanta.
And today we are here in Marietta Square.
Yeah, and we've got a great video for you today. We're going to be highlighting the top 5 pros and the top 5 cons of living here in Marietta Square.
And we're going to talk about, obviously, all the great stuff that happens here in Marietta. Well, let's start with the number 1 pro.
And that's the restaurant scene. They've got plenty of restaurants to choose from, and Gamalier, the building behind us, is a great example of one of the areas that highlights a lot of the restaurants in one location.
And this is one of the newer places that opened here recently in Marietta, which have, like Alan mentioned, over a dozen restaurants located in one place, and that's the Marietta Square Market.
Yeah, and that's a great food hall. If you've got that picky eater in your family, or if you got a family that just can't decide where you want to go out to eat, you can eat in one location, in one table, and just pick and choose the vendors you want to go to, right?
Yeah, and there's so many to choose from. We're going to put the list under here so you could take a look at it and choose and experience it.
Yeah, and they've got cuisine from all over. If you like American food, they've got the hot dog factory, right? And that's located in the trolley out in the front. And they also have burgers too, Lucky's Burgers. If you love a great, tasty, juicy burger, you got to check them out as well.
A lot to choose from. Also a famous place, The Cuban. They have excellent sandwich that takes you back like you're in Miami eating an excellent sandwich.
Oh yeah, I wish it was warm like Miami. You know, that would be really nice as well. And then as far as other restaurants are concerned, we've got a couple other restaurants that we want to highlight outside the Marietta Square. One that I particularly love is the Taqueria Tsunami, and that's where I met my future wife. And it was a great place to meet her. You know, we had a great conversation and great food to go along with the conversation.
Definitely, it's right in front of the square, so it's great views, great food. You get it all. One of the other locations, also walking distance from the square, is Dulce de France. It's a French
nice one.
Restaurant slash bakery. You definitely, if you love French dessert or any type of dessert, you definitely need to check them out.
All right, so that's just a taste of some of the restaurants around the area. We're going to go to number 2, which happens to be events. And they have events galore here in Marietta. There's always something going on, right?
Definitely. Almost every week something going on. And obviously one of the events that happens almost every week here, actually every week, is the art walk, where all the artists bring their art and actually brings it available. Everybody comes and see it. So definitely,
it's on a Friday to check it out.
Every Friday, yeah. So they definitely appreciate the art here in Marietta.
Yeah, and then one of the festivals that I really love to go to, and it happens during the month of October, is the Chalktoberfest. And that's where everyone gathers around to watch the artists display their work of art with chalk on the pavement, right? It's pretty cool.
It's one of my favorite also.
A lot of people like taking pictures. And while you're viewing the art, you can have some beer too. It is October, right? Chalktoberfest.
Yeah, that's a great event. Another event that also brings a lot of people here to Marietta is the Taste of Marietta.
Yes.
And that happens in April. That's where you could go and taste a little bit of the food of all the restaurants available.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a great opportunity to come and really get a little bit of taste of a lot of the different restaurants available here in the Marietta Square area.
Yeah, if you're having a difficult time to choose what restaurant you want to go to, start with the Taste of Marietta. That's a perfect place to start, where you can taste the different foods from all the different restaurants around here. All right, let's go to number 3, and it happens to be the location. All right, surprise.
And obviously Marietta is a great location, only located a few minutes away from the 75 freeway here, and only 20 to 25 minutes away from downtown Atlanta, and only roughly around 30 minutes away from the main airport here in Atlanta.
Yeah, and we serve all of Metro Atlanta when it comes to real estate, Gamalier, but there's a reason why we are headquartered just minutes away from the Marietta Square, from where we are. It's because of the location and what this area has to offer, right?
Yeah, and accessibility. Obviously, we could get through a lot of places out through Metro Atlanta pretty quickly from here where we're located.
All right, we're going to head to number 4, and it happens to be the people of Marietta. They're friendly, right?
Yes.
And you get to see people from all age groups here. I mean, you've got people that are single, to young adult families, to retirees.
Yes, and then when it comes to diversity, definitely people from all different parts of the world located here, and it's nice to come to a place like the square and you see like people from everywhere. So it's very diverse, definitely. Not only diverse on the food, but also on people and different cultures. So that's another nice thing to see here.
Yeah, so the people are very special to the Marietta Square area. All right, we're going to go to our fifth one, and that happens to be parks. And the park that's a standout, right, is Glover Park, because that's the park that the square is located at. So we definitely have to highlight that. And that's a place where a lot of people go to have picnics, right? You even see weddings and even music. You want to see live music, you go there.
Yeah, and you have a little small kid park there, the engine train there where kids love, and they play there all day.
Exactly.
And obviously a lot of good ice cream places that also around the square. So definitely there's a lot to do.
Yeah, throw your blanket out there. They've got the beautiful fountain there too for great pictures. And there's a couple of other parks here that are walking distance from the square. And one that I know you love to go to is Laurel Park, Emily.
Yeah, Laurel Park obviously is over 25 acres. They have a basketball court, tennis, trails. So there's a lot to do, even a little pond, dogs. Kids love it, so definitely in the kids area park too there. So there's a lot to do in the park.
Yeah, and another park that I like to highlight is Lewis Park, and if you are a dog lover, they actually have an enclosed area where you can let your dog free, so you can relax a little bit and let the dog communicate with the other dogs too, right?
Yeah, and something about Marietta Square is very pet friendly.
Yeah.
They even have a store where you could buy them clothes for your animal, and they also even have a little place where you could take them for a little dessert too.
Oh, nice. I like that. All right. We highlighted the pros. Let's talk about the cons. And you know, we love Marietta Square, so the cons was a little bit of a difficult thing for us to do, right?
Hard to do, definitely. But let's start with number one. Obviously, I would have to say is the train of Marietta that cross all through the middle of the center here. And the reason we chose that, obviously, because the train noise, if you're living close to Marietta, close to the train track, obviously you're gonna get a little bit of sound.
Yeah, from the train horn coming through. We heard that while we were here.
And also it creates a little bit of traffic when the train is going by. But luckily, the train doesn't pass as much as other cities that we visit.
Yeah.
So it's not that busy. So that's obviously not such a bad thing.
Yeah, and also it's part of the charm of Marietta too when you think about it. You know, it's an old train depot that's here in town, but that can slow things down at times with the train passing through. All right, we're going to go to number two: the lack of condominiums around the Marietta Square.
Yeah, Marietta Square obviously is a historical area. It's known for a single historical home. You can find them; they're beautiful.
You see a lot of those.
But also in the past 10 years, you've been seeing a lot of new townhouses, new development around the area. But not as much as condos. Obviously, the good thing about condos is they do create affordability for a lot of people, more people to be able to afford to live here. Yeah. That's something maybe that should be taken in consideration for the future.
Yeah, they do have some condominium buildings around here, but as far as selection and availability and all of that is definitely on the minimal side. So hopefully, they'll expand that as we move towards the future.
And number three.
All right, well, we're staying on the housing topic, right? Housing costs is a big factor here in Marietta Square.
Obviously, median price here right now currently is around $519, so it's a little bit higher than the nation average price for a home around the United States. But obviously, and we're talking about 1 mile radius from the square, walking distance for everywhere. So obviously, being a little bit higher and being such a great city to live, there's going to be a lot of demand.
Yeah,
also
I mean, you're paying for convenience, right? To walk to these restaurants, to walk to the parks, and all the events that they have here in Marietta. So that's something you definitely want to take in consideration. Now, we mentioned the median of $519. Obviously, there are home prices that are 50% below that, and also 50% above that, Gamalier.
Keep in mind, there's also, you can still find a home, a 3-2-bedroom older home available that you may need to do a little bit of repair in the top 200 range. So there's definitely still affordability in the area, but keep in mind that you're going to pay for a little bit more if you're close to the square.
All right, we're going to go to the fourth con, and that happens to be the limited nightlife around the area, Gamalier.
Yes, definitely. There's things to do in places here, but they still need a little bit more. After 10 o'clock, it feels like everything closes around. And
I go to sleep by 10 o'clock, so. This is not a big con for myself, but for the general public who are looking to
have a little more fun, little music, dancing. You know, a lot of people come here, have a good meal, have a little fun, and then they go take off to time to other places where they could find a little more options regarding
Sure.
you know, music and things like that.
I mean, they have bars here, so don't get us wrong. Like Johnny McCracken's is a popular spot here right
Yes,
off
it
the
is,
square.
yeah.
So they have some places to go, but if you're looking for, like, say, dancing or anything like that,
It's limited.
yeah, it's very limited, and you may have to go outside the square. All right, we're gonna go to number 5, and that happens to be shopping, Gamalier.
And shopping, when we talk about shopping, obviously we're talking specific about some of a little more of a clothing stores, like for something that I see maybe for kids. I know, you know, Marietta Square, you know, obviously is known for boutique stores, small shops, but there's definitely room for other people. If you have an idea of bringing kids clothes, this is definitely a good place to have it. And there's actually availability now of places that you could rent. If you're in the commercial looking for a place, this
Yeah.
is definitely a place that you want to consider.
Yeah, we definitely noticed that walking around the square, there's some open space here, either to lease your business, you know, if you're looking for that. And it's a great location, as we mentioned, a lot of foot traffic through the Marietta Square. And as you mentioned, shopping, there is shopping here in the square, but, you know, it's limited. It's boutique type shopping that you'll find here, but that's part of the charm of Marietta Square, right?
Definitely, Alan.
All
So
right.
this is a great city. I mean, overall, when you look at the pros and cons,
Sure.
there's a lot more pros here, and people love Marietta Square. They love the restaurant. They love the parks. They love a lot of stuff from here. So if you're,
People make it great too.
people make it very great. So if you have a day or half a day that you want to experience a great space, you definitely need to check out Marietta Square.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're looking to buy in the Marietta Square area, please contact Gamalier and I, or if you're looking to sell in the Marietta Square area, or even around Metro Atlanta, right?
Yes, if you're looking.
We're not going to be that specific, but, you know, in Metro Atlanta, definitely reach out to us and we'll definitely help you out.
Definitely. I hope you enjoyed this video and there's been helpful information. Thank you for watching.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.